Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's Thursday, the second day of February. Today is Groundhog Day.
Oh, you love Groundhog Day.
I really do. We're going to talk a lot about Groundhog Day for our scoop of the day coming up. Today is Heavenly Hash Day, National Tater Tot Day, and Optimist Day. So, very positive outlook on things for Optimist Day. All those things. And we have a Dear John letter to get to today, and it's from Am I Selfish? I'm not going to say yes, but some people are saying that. You can chime in if you'd like to. Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. It's a lady who's got a daughter that's got a scholarship to go to Europe, but this lady's pregnant with a baby, and she's saying, I don't want the kid to go. I want her to stay. So, interesting. We'll see what Heidi has to say coming up with today's Dear John letter. You can chime in again at Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. 8 in 10, actually 81% of parents think educators should spend time teaching things outside of academics, such as soft skills and current events. I'm going to talk about what that means. Most important characteristic traits for a kid to learn early in life, according to a poll, parents say honesty is probably the number one thing. The survey also found financial literacy would be the top thing they would like schools to teach that they don't currently teach. 61% said that. I see that. That makes sense. But then the next one is sewing and knitting, 46%. Internet safety, 45%. Again, 81% of parents indicate they would like their children to have an understanding of current events. I agree. Kids should have an understanding of current events, but that should be from mom and dad.
And it shouldn't have any sort of a slant coming at them.
That's my concern. If it comes from a school and comes from a teacher, again, depending on who that person is and how they perceive that event, you're going to hear completely different opinion.
I think they should bring back woodshop.
Oh, yeah.
And
a lot of
home economic.
I agree completely. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know? If you're a proponent of the healing effects of essential oils, it turns out that you are right. According to researchers in Iran, they concluded the scent of rose oil can effectively reduce job stress. In an experiment that analyzed the aroma's impact on nurses, they found during inhalation, essential oil molecules stimulate the olfactory nerves, having direct links with the limbic system. That's what I was thinking it was. And they're responsible for emotions. The study author added that the aromatherapy oils reduce sympathetic stimulations that in turn lower stress. So that's kind of cool. I guess I'd never really thought about it before, but yeah, I suppose.
I think that, and lavender does stuff, and all these different scents do all sorts of different things.
And you know what? Also,
I will say, certain smells calm me down.
My favorite, like suntan lotion on a beach somewhere. Let's try that one.
That coconut. Remember that coconut stuff that didn't have any sunscreen in it at all that we would put on us? It was like guaranteed cancer attractor.
Probably not good. All right. We don't know everything.
It smelled good.
But now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. 2 Pamela Anderson stories. She's going to get $10 million from John Peters. It's in his will. The Hollywood producer and Anderson were married for 12 days in 2020, though he'll always love Pamela. The 77-year-old told Variety that even though she's unaware of it, he has stipulated that the millions will go to Anderson, whether she needs it or not. After their relationship ended, Pamela clarified on social media that they were never legally married, added that there were absolutely no hard feelings. And in other news, Pamela Anderson says she's gained 25 pounds while writing her story. The 55-year-old actress says that she had a physical reaction to penning her new book, Love Pamela, because she gained a puffy suit of armor, even though her regular diet regime did not change. So, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
when you think
that's
about that.
really weird.
Is that what happened to me?
It must be. You were writing your memoirs.
And I gained 125 pounds. Oh, she only gained 25? Okay, well, I'm way ahead of her. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Since today is Groundhog Day, we're going to talk a little bit about what that means. Modern meteorologists put a little more faith in things like satellites and statistical data, not big rodents that climb out of a hole. Groundhog Day was not always a silly tradition, though. It's actually rooted in the movements of the sun.
Silly?
I know. I'm reading word for word.
I was going to say.
Rooted in the movements of the sun and dates back thousands of years. So this is way before Puxatawny Phil. Over the centuries, things changed a little bit. So let's get to Puxatawny Phil. I got all the details if you want to read them in the show notes. I got to skim because I only have 2 minutes. Every year, Puxatawny Phil makes his Groundhog Day prediction, how much winter we have left as of right now. Here's a closer look at the rodent we trust for weather prognostication. He's been in charge since 1887. I'm assuming that it's different guy each, generation. It always happens on the morning of February the 2nd. If he sees a shadow, 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't, then spring comes early. There's no other Phils, just this one Phil, according to them. Just this one. Since 1887? I don't think so. So as we look on here, how often is he right? I'm scrolling down to get to that. Turns out not very often. Phil, the groundhog, has been forecasting the weather on Groundhog Day for over 120 years. Turns out that he's kind of on the backside of being correct, though. Let's see here. I'm trying to, again, skimming through this. 39% of the time is how many times he's right. 39%.
Well, it's a 50-50 shot.
Well, yeah, but he's doing worse than 50-50. 36% of the time. So if you'd like to know more, like I said, I'm scrolling through and I'm still not to the bottom of this. There was a whole bunch of information about Groundhog Day, about Puxatawny Phil, about how it originated, about how they do it. It says 47% accurate rate more recently. So he's getting a little more accurate. But I think it's because he's using Doppler radar or something. I don't know. If you'd like to read it all, it's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, I've got a letter for you today that I think is a really nice letter. And I just want to say, I don't think that there's a wrong answer in this. So on Facebook, I know there's folks that have their opinions on this, and I have my opinion on this. But I just want to make sure the person that sent this letter, I don't want you to, just because my opinion might be different than what yours is, I don't want you to think that you're wrong. It's my opinion. That's all I'm saying. So you ready for this, Heidi?
Sure.
Dear John, my 18-year-old daughter has earned a scholarship to study in Europe for a year. I am so proud of her, but I have a problem. I'm about to have another baby. Yes, 18 years younger, and I want her to bond with her little sister. Plus, I could really use the help, and she promised to be there for me, just like I was there for her. It's not that I don't want her to go. I do want this for her, but there will be another opportunity for her. She's smart, and I'm sure she should be able to just delay this for a year and go later. This is the one chance she has to bond with her little sister, and I don't want her to miss out on it. Also, I need help. I'm 38, and I'm not a young mom. I gave up everything for her, and I'm only asking for her for a little help to be there for me. She's angry at me and says that I'm selfish. She says the child was my decision and it's my problem, not hers. What should I do? Signed, am I selfish? So, here's the thing that I'm going to say before we even get started. If she's gone for 1 year, I don't know when the baby's due. It doesn't say that. But let's just say the baby's due today. If the baby is due today and she's gone for 1 year, when she gets home, the baby will be 1 year old. I don't have a single memory from before I was a year old. Do you?
Right. No.
Now, if this baby's due in 6 months, and she's gone for a year, by the time she gets back, the baby will be 6 months old. And if she's over there for a year, there's nothing saying that she couldn't come home halfway through that to meet the baby and to be here. It almost sounds like, and again, this is kind of what I'm getting from people online as well, some who will say it on Facebook and some who just send me messages. You know how many people do that, by the way?
Yeah.
They have answers. They're like, hey, I would never post this, but here's what you should say. I'm like, just post it. So you want me to say it. You want me to look like a jerk, but you won't say it. I get it. I see where we're going. What I'm hearing from other folks is that they are saying this lady basically just wants a free babysitter. Mm-hmm. Is that kind of what you're reading in this too?
I'll say it. Your job as a parent is to raise your child to go out on their own and start their own life. Yeah. That is your job.
And you did a good job. She's got a scholarship to go to Europe. That's amazing.
But you were, what did she say, 38?
38 now, yeah.
You should know at this age not to get yourself into another situation like the one that you're in without planning on how this child is going to be taken care of, what is going to be done.
It doesn't say anything in the letter about dad, if dad's involved from the first daughter.
This is inappropriate.
So
it's inappropriate to expect your child to be responsible, and to lay this guilt trip on your child is irresponsible.
And here's the other thing. It says that she'll have other opportunities. I don't think
that's not fair.
I don't think this opportunity will wait a year.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure the way it usually works is here's your opportunity. This is your window of opportunity. You take it or you don't. And if you don't, I doubt that they're going to come back a year from now and go, oh, hey, by the way, congratulations, you qualified again.
Yeah.
I know you turned us down last time.
It's an inappropriate guilt trip to put on your child.
And I'm really sad for the daughter, because now the daughter is in this situation where she feels like, what is the right thing? That's why I started. Before I ever even read this letter, I wanted to make sure I said, at the end of the day, my opinion is nothing more than my opinion. The opinions of people on Facebook are nothing more than the opinions of people on Facebook. At the end of the day, the only opinion that matters is the opinion of the daughter. Because if the daughter makes the decision that I'm going to take this amazing opportunity that I've earned for myself by qualifying for this scholarship and studying my tail off to get this, and I'm going to better myself and my future, nobody should be disappointed in her for doing that.
And if this mother values her relationship with her child, she better not go down this road.
I just think,
huge mistake.
And so the question is, what should I do now? I think what you do now
back off.
Is you tell your daughter plainly, whatever you decide, I'm on board 100%. Mm-hmm. I would love to have you here because I love being around you. I would love to have you here. And
you should do is start interviewing babysitters, sweetheart, because leave your daughter alone. It's not her kid.
I would tell her 100%, whatever you decide, I'm on board 100%. I'm there with you. It doesn't say where, but somewhere in Europe. And I think that would be a great opportunity for this young lady. You can chime in with your advice at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Listening to sad music when you're feeling sad will actually make you happier.
I agree with that. It's a girl thing.
I don't get that. Yeah. I would think that it would make you sadder. Listening to sad music makes me sad. All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
Who's that, John?
July 16th is said to be the happiest day of the year.
Why?
I don't know. It just is. I'm thinking it's because whoever did the survey was probably born on July 16th. How do you feel on July 16th? Usually pretty good? I thought so. Let's just say that's the happiest day of the year.
Wow.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Nobody really knows for sure why we have armpit hair. Yeah, it's not like you need to keep that warm.
Yeah, I don't know.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A study found that Instagramming your food before eating it may make your food taste better in your mind. All my friends apparently like their food. I see a lot of that. I don't do that. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than 15 bucks, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. Stats show that people who do this have more friends than people who don't do this. What is it? Has nothing to do with friends.
Brush their teeth.
No, well, that would make more sense. No, it's make their bed every day.
Oh.
And it's true because Heidi makes her half of the bed every day. I just kind of like, that's good.
I make the whole bed.
I don't do my half. I just get up and leave. And she has way more friends than I do, so it's got to be true. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mint Mobile at Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Many foods we assume to be bad for us, including cheddar cheese and chocolate bars, can actually provide our bodies with significant health benefits. Yay!
There we go.
Lisa Young, a registered dietitian and my favorite person at New York University, points out that we tend to view things as either good for us or bad for us. Generally, a small portion of any food is okay. When it comes to cheese, while it is high in calories, it provides protein and calcium. So there is definitely a place for cheese in our diet.
I love cheese.
She also points out health benefits of eating potatoes and peanut butter and eggs and butter.
Love potatoes.
And yes, even candy bars. So again, next time you're having one of those and somebody says, you shouldn't be eating that, you can say, first of all, mind your own business, Mom.
In moderation, anything is fine.
No, her name is Lisa Young. She's a registered dietitian at New York University. It's our weird news brought to you. That should have been our good news, but it's our weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. We started this yesterday. We had from Lawn Starter the dirtiest cities in America, and they also had the cleanest cities in America, and I have the top 10 cleanest cities today. So these are the clean places according to this. Number 10, Roseville, California. 9, Greensboro, North Carolina. 8, Huntsville, Alabama. 7, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Number 6, Buffalo, New York. Number 5, Fremont, California. Number 4, cleanest place in America, Des Moines, Iowa. Not too far from where Heidi's from. Number 3, Norfolk, Virginia. Number 2, Sunnyvale, California. And the number 1, cleanest place in all of the land of the US of A, according to this survey, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Huh.
So I don't know exactly why, but I've got a link if you want to read all the details. It is the list, and you can find it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than 15 bucks, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, your quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Clint Eastwood, who has always been cool. Has he always been cool?
Oh, yeah, he's always
I don't
been
think
cool.
there's ever been a time that he was probably born cool. Came out squinting. He's like, hey, go ahead, make my day. Spank me. All right. His quote, though, is, they say marriages are made in heaven, but so is thunder and lightning.
That's true.
That's kind of fun.
That is true.
All right. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. There's a contest there this month, by the way. If you'd like all of the details, you can find that at radiotravelgroup.com. And here is our question for today. I think this is, our good story for today. I think this is really cool. A headline says, her doctor didn't expect her to survive until she was 1. And a woman now celebrated her birthday 50, filled
Whoa.
with 50 acts of kindness. A woman in South Carolina just celebrated her 50th birthday. Doctors told her way back when she was just a kid, told her family, that she probably wouldn't live to see her first birthday. She's got cerebral palsy, and she was a very frail baby. Her doctors did not expect her to survive until she was a year old. She wasn't able to walk until she was 13. She had numerous surgeries. She added that great care and support and many, many, many acts of kindness from others are the reason that she is doing so well today at age 50.
That's awesome.
On a recent birthday, a family friend planned a surprise party at a restaurant in Greenville. Again, I think this is just a cool story. It says, once she arrived, a car full of people jumped out to show their support and have lunch with the family. She said, I was shocked. They were there for me. Restaurant staff ensured her 50th birthday was one to remember. It says one of the young men who worked there went back and got a saxophone. And then he serrated her. The owner who had come over, the owner's got a beautiful voice and sang happy birthday to her. There's video footage if you'd like to see this. It's really a neat thing. But what a cool thing to celebrate.
Yeah.
And a woman from a completely different group decided to put a cherry on top of the cake. They had a cake that they brought in, and somebody else came over, and there was 8 people that were celebrating, but by the time it was done, the whole place was celebrating. I've got a link to the story if you'd like to read it. It's just a really neat story, and I love that. When you hear somebody that says, I know a friend that when he was a kid, doctors told him you're never going to walk. And when I met him, he walked every single day. So, and then they told him you're not going to live till you're 12 years old. You're not going to make it to age 12. And when he did finally pass away, he was like 56.
Yeah.
So, I like it when people prove the doctors wrong.
Me too.
I love that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to The John and Heidi Show.